Carl and Brendan here from Games, Brains and Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial.com for short, and it's reaction battle time. Brendan's nomination for me. Brendan, please tell the good people what the hell are we doing?
So, I will warn you all, this is a metal channel. This is the one and only time I'll get away with getting something like this on here. So, we've all got guilty pleasures. I'm not guilty, but pleasures. And one of mine is that I'm also a fan of horrorcore. To a degree, I'm not a fucking diehard fan. And actually, I was trying to find a horrorcore song because, you know, you put a song up, I can't even remember the name of it, that got fucking pulled by YouTube all over it, that you knew was a risk that I wouldn't like. So I wanted to stop playing safe by just putting up black metal or Meladeth. you know, so I thought, you know what, you took a risk with something off kilter a bit, so I'm going to do the same. So this is the band Twiztid, Twiztid, originally part of the whole Psychopathic Records, the same Clown Posse sort of thing. However, those guys have got beef these days, so they do their own thing now.
Is it? They got beef these days? Wow.
Yeah, they kind of both gone their separate ways. So Twiztid, this song in particular, which is called Bury Them All, or Em All, if you want to be called, Bury Em All. Features many different artists, all kind of taking a verse each. So Tech9, Big Chris Katiko, it says there, but I'm pretty sure it's Kaliko.
Okay.
And Potluck. Not a massive fan of any of those. I don't even know Big Chris Kaliko. I know who Potluck is. I know who Tech9 is. But for me, it was Twiztid, and it was their album. This is what I kind of got into it for. I like this song a lot. It's dark. Yeah. It's very much on the horrorcore side of things. You know, it's not kind of talking like happy bouncy shit here. You'll see the horror elements within, I hope. It's my risk. Here we go. We'll see how it plays off.
I will preempt everyone. The reason why it's such a risk for Brendan is because I have next to no love or care for horrorcore. Best I can go, you know, those ICP songs that everybody knows, Halls of Illusions and Homies. Yeah, they're banging. Oh yeah, and Magnets, how do they work? So, I mean, but this is the name of the game. So in 3, 2, 1, go. Don't like the cover. It's staring at me.
It's got the old parental advisory sticker on it.
As it should do. All right. I'm watching a horror movie. The soundtrack's playing. Okay.
Get those darker tones in this sort of stuff. This isn't Homies.
Don't mind that. I'm just waiting for. I've got my head in my hands waiting for. Brat, bitch. Okay.
You motherfuckers want to set me up and kill me. Yeah, I mean, these motherfuckers seem to be all about dreams, having my cake and eating it. People seek weakness and greet the beast, sinking deep in it. Even family hand me calamity, cannot be sitting with insanity trying to damage me. Even niggas who rap with me having fantasies of erasing them enemies. Look, you blood-sucking, mud-fucking punks, chumps, gay faggots, maggots, trying to get paid really better slip away. Dirty Harry your call, bloody murdering y'all, scurrying fall necessary to brawl. With bitch ass niggas in our past, we bury them all. Wait. Cause if you could look up the side of my head, you see why I keep a gun up on the side of the bed. And I'm watching out for the Watson house. Cause I'm paranoid that every noise is means for me to grab my millimeter. I'm a walking zombie, obviously. Feel like I'm going insane, losing it more than a little bit. My life, I'm thinking my
those boy band bits are so weird. Is that Twiztid?
They all come in and out. I'll point out the Twiztid verse. So this is Monoxide from Twiztid first, and then Madrox comes after.
Right.
It's a shame to be hated, I'm so angry. And all these people that came to see the demise of me in disguise as we analyzing me to the side of we. One wanna live in society with all these people.
Well, he's not very good, is he? Sorry.
So we sit there alone and pretend, hoping no one will notice when you leave us like a latest trend, cause that's just how you bitches tend. And you wonder why I stay away with a back full of
Now Mad Rocks.
That's why we're center of the mix, center of attention. So many levels to my mind's invention. Inquisitive minds always ask for
That's
questions.
good.
Shoot them all down, that'll ease the tension. Dark, sarcastic, quick pretending. Tell it in the vibe when we try to befriend them. See it in the rhymes with the money we're spending. Cover your labels because you know we're contending. Avenging the essence of aggression. Too damn dumb, can't learn the lesson. All still broke, no sign of affection. Heavily medicated, forgot to mention. Dark backwards, that's my infection. Double-headed axe, that's my protection. Straight to the blood, bring resurrection. Believe and expect the unexpected.
Cause if you want to steal, no way for you to stay. Is keep far away from me. Stay away from me, please, somebody pray for me. Cause I can surely take, you can't hide from me. All of them I will bury them all.
What are you doing?
It's a catastrophe, so stop harassing me, asking me too many goddamn questions. On my capacity and out of blasphemy, bad for me. So I gotta count my blessings. One, never do what they do. Two, only you can't be you. Three, and everybody wanna keep scoring me whores, and not too many people wanna go hardcore. Starting to get lifted, watching the Pistons, never spit wicked shit like we was twisted. Bitches don't get it, won't tip it. Gotta let their lips go and run off with it. I'm hitting the wall. Gotta stand up when you're scared to fall. Gotta man up when you're making a call and be tough when you're walking the hall. Twisted, potluck, gonna bury them all.
My whole life I've been struggling to be free, and now it's hard to believe that it's me. When I'm flipping and ripping and taking over the mic, I'm like a thief in the night with a venomous bite. It's getting better and better with every rhyme that I write, cause it's been a long time, let me shed some light. Under the moon with the candlelight, I was flipping every word like man or white. Don't judge me, dude, you don't know me, man. You don't know my crew or who the fuck I am. Step back with your redneck views, we ain't giving a fuck, we doing what we choose. Oh, I'm rude? Oh, my bad. Sorry and shit, I gotta take a stand. This ain't making the band, we in the man with the plan. Not another motherfucker wanna face this, man. Listen down, understand. Just cause you're rich doesn't mean you're the man. It ain't getting no better, look around, it's all bad. The American dream and the Confederate flag. Little kids getting lost, brainwashed, so sad. Even the head of the class crash go bad. Sex and the drugs on the streets we ran. Mama never told me it would be like that.
Cause if you want to steal, no way for you to stay. Is keep far away from me. Stay away from me, please, somebody pray for me. Cause I can surely take, you can't hide from me. All of them I will bury them all. Cause if you want to steal, no way for you to stay. Is keep far away from me. Stay away from me, please, somebody pray for me. Cause I can surely take, you can't hide from me. All of them I will bury them all.
That's hurt my stomach. That how low that is. The brown note, man. I'm gonna shit myself in a minute.
They pretty much just fade that from here anyway, so.
Cool. It's only got 9 seconds left anyway.
Yep. Oh, I know what I'm expecting, so.
I mean, right. I mean, there's just one element that, like, there's one element I hate. I hate it, and it's so big it can't be ignored. How I want to focus on the positives, right? First off, I love the kind of horror gothic elements. The introductions are very cool. I like how I like the fact that we've got a kind of spitting verses and spitting rap and hip hop style here across what is ultimately a very mellow tune and effects and sound, and it's built around this horror thing that I like. I think some of the artists on that song were brilliant. I will always respect and enjoy well done rapping, well done hip hop singing like that. There were a couple. I think it was the second one, Monoxide, you said?
Mad Drops was the second one with the higher voice.
Yeah, I liked him, and I think the last person was Potluck, because I think he introduced him. Though Potluck was spitting some gold there, and he was saying lyrically, he was saying the best shit. I was listening to him. What was happening with the others is they were saying something and then they'd throw in a slur.
Yeah.
And it distracted me straight away. And I listen, I get how it goes, and you can call bitch this, bitch that, but there are certain words when I'm just like, man, get out, get in the bin. And as soon as I heard in the early verse someone say the F word, the derogatory term for a gay person, I was like, what are you saying that shit for? Like, that ain't even, like, do you know what I mean? But fine, right? Fine, cool. Let me pay attention. And there is some massive talent there. I enjoyed a lot of what that had to offer. I think what they were speaking and what they were saying and the whole, I got it. It's normally when I hear a song like that, I'd be like, oh man, you're all a bunch of pricks giving it all, yeah, come at us, bro, and all that. Here's the thing, particularly with Potluck when he was speaking and saying his shit, I got it. I actually realized, no, this isn't necessarily, this isn't what you think. This isn't rappers and hip hop artists going, look how much money we've got. Whoa, aren't we the best? Fuck you haters and all that. There's a big story here. Clearly they had something they wanted to say aimed at a certain set or direction of people.
Horrorcore is very different to mainstream rap, very different. And I think I've seen it explained this way before, and I buy into it, is that if in the world of metal, or where the shunned version of popular rock or Britpop or alt rock or indie, and in the rap world, these are the shunned version of rap because they say shit that the radio won't play. They call out the Confederate flag. I'm not talking about just swear words. I'm talking about they call out poverty. They call out children on the streets. They call out drugs, and they call out the Confederate flag. A lot of that stuff that you heard, you are right about the words, but actually in the context of the song, when you did it, it's not him saying it to people. It's about what's said to them.
That's right. And it makes sense because this goes back to the Machine Head thing with Bastards, and that element is you purposely picking and choosing. So I do completely get this, which is why I was able to switch my brain off and say, stop hear what they're saying. I'm finding myself like, I want to listen to that song again, right? Purely because I want to re-listen to it and go, right, you know what's coming. You know what you're not going to like. Now let's focus purely on what these gentlemen, they're not these fellas, these lads are saying, because I think it's important. And I think that's really, really a good sign. However, the problem is this, that fucking chorus stinks to high heaven. That breathy chorus where you go, I hated it, Brendan. That I was in my head, right? I was driving down the street, got my windows down, and there's all that shit's going on, the verses and the rappers and all. I'm like, yeah. And then that chorus comes on. I'll be like, turn that down. I'm embarrassed now.
So I love that because I love the horror side of it. It's in the whispering in the background. It's stay awake. It's all that. And if you want to still, and then somebody whispers survive. I like that. Don't get me wrong. I know it's an acquired taste. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not going into this going like, hey, why doesn't everyone in the world like Twiztid? And I haven't said that. 850,000 views and bad.
There's a lot of people that like this band. Even the ratio of likes to dislikes is incredibly balanced in the right direction for this band. There's no denying that. This is a difficult one for me because it's like, I mean, am I going to listen to this again?
Are you going to go off now and put this on your music player and play it?
Never.
You're going to run out and go, everyone, check out this new song.
Never. No. I'm appreciative I've heard it, and I almost am jealous of you to a certain degree. I'm jealous of the fact that you are taking what you are from it, and I feel like I'm the one missing the point. It's not, no part of me is sitting there. I would never do this when it comes to music like this, and particularly no part of me is going, Brendan, what the fuck you on about? This is just stupid and it's shit and it's all that. All I'm thinking is, this is something I'm not getting.
Yeah,
I wish
that's fine.
I did. I wish I did.
And it's just like the metal thing, like it's not, everything's not for everyone. And I'm no like fucking horrorcore connoisseur. I like have 4, 5, 6 bands I really, really like within it. And Twiztid are one of them because I like, but what I love about it, like I said before, is that I do see them, you like you were talking about, I'm going to bust you up and look at my gold chains and all that sort of stuff. This is the poor man's version of that shit. These are the guys from the streets. These are the ones that are saying about what's real. Like ICP do outside of the joke songs. They call out Confederate flag. They call out racism. They call out everything. Because of that, mainstream media won't touch them, which is so similar to what happens over here. They call out Donald Trump. They call out every politician in the world. And because of that, no one will touch them. And that's like what we suffer from in metal. So I've always felt that kind of affinity to it. But I am very aware that even within the bands I love, there are songs I don't like because it goes too far towards the rap side. Do you know what I mean? So, I wasn't expecting you to come out of that loving it. I'm quite happy that you came out with even a minor appreciation of what's going on in it, even if it's not for you. because that's quite cool. You know, that's the ability to open your mind and say, you know, I can get why people like it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, it is. You know, I'm going to say it's a loss for you purely, but it's not what. No, it's a reluctance. Like, look, it's just not going to work. But yeah, it's a reluctant one more than anything else.
Yeah.
Listeners, watchers, let us know what you think of this in the comment, because this is a different one. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts, and of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal, what else is life for?